Because I've bounced around a lot growing up, it's been hard for me to find roots in just one place. I am the first in my family to go to university in America, and obviously the first to join Greek life. Through ADPi, through the friends and connections I made here, I finally felt like I've been able to start my own family and grow my roots. It's not so daunting anymore for me to be the only person in my family to be out here. A lot of it has to do with my community at ADPi. I'm Fiona. I'm an ADPi at UCLA. I came from a very small school. I was a very confident little high schooler. I was very comfortable in the environment that I was in for a while. I was always one of those kids that did every single club there was imaginable, and I thought coming to college, that was the kind of energy I should bring. I definitely carried a lot of my social habits and social skills from high school. When I was a freshman, I was going through a little identity crisis. I definitely underestimated how much of a move and how difficult just adjusting to college life was. I have always been a pretty extroverted person. I thought that was enough to get through college, but it's one thing to be talkative and to be bubbly, but it's another to really feel at home in a new space, in a new dorm. Joining such a large university, I was humbled in a really good way. I was really, for the first time in my life, I was able to understand and see just how big, this world is. That was definitely a little daunting for me and definitely shook me a little bit as a freshman. I was definitely open to the process of joining a sorority. I remember ADPi was actually my first house on the first day of recruitment. We were all sitting down at the bottom of the hill looking up at the beautiful house. Fell in love, the energy was amazing, but the process was amazing. I loved getting to meet all the girls up and down the row, but ADPi was the one that stood out. I think what really pulled me in, I remember it was during one of the later rounds, the girl that recruited me said, after the worst day you've ever had at school, after you failed a test, after you're feeling sick, where can you go where you feel like you can finally let down your guard and just be yourself and not have to put up a front? And I think after hearing that, the choice was very clear, and I chose ADPi. This place became like my refuge when school is getting too much for me, when life is getting a bit too much for me. I know if I come here, I'll be comforted and rejuvenated to go back out. ADPi was kind of like a second family to me, a second home to me. I remember when I first met my big during recruitment, I've never had an older sister before, so I was really looking for that kind of support, someone that take me around LA, introduce me to the city. She was the person for me. As the oldest sister in my family, I've always really enjoyed the bond of a close sisterhood and close friendship. And it felt like history was repeating itself. Last year when I met my little, it was right on Halloween weekend. So there was a lot of really fun activities going on. I remember that night, we dressed up as pit crew. And it was a lot of fun, just three of us together for the first time. So the three of us all together, me, Mia, and Cami, three musketeers, truly, we are always down for a side quest. We go to all of our sisterhood events together as a trio. I honestly have found it so hard to say no to them. Whenever there's a side quest, whenever there's a plot happening, I have to say yes. I want to make sure I take advantage of my 4 years here. I think some of my best memories with them are always just coming to my study lounge, just gossiping. When we should be studying, we always have so many fun stories to share because we all have our own separate lives. I have enjoyed getting to know my littles and their littles, and now our whole family will probably stay in touch with each other for the rest of our lives. I'm a stats major and an art history minor. I've always appreciated the arts, whether it's music or visual. art is such a cultural impact in our lives. My family, our tradition is wherever we go, we'll always hit a museum. Art is a really good way of documenting our past in a way that's more visual than just written. And I think that's what really drew me in through UCLA. I'm pursuing the art history minor. I've explored ancient Chinese art. I've explored, modern art. I've been able to learn a bit more about, photography as well, the history of that. And now when I'm going to museums around LA or traveling, to New York, going to the Met, I'm able to pick out pieces that I recognize from my classes, understand it and appreciate it a bit more. And I think that really adds my appreciation of, having the ability to travel and learn different cultures from different sides of the world. I truly accredit my love of marketing now to ADPi. Going into college, I knew I wanted to be in the business world. I wasn't sure which avenue to take. When I first joined ADPi, there was an opening on the marketing committee. I was intrigued. I love a camera. I love, curating Instagram posts and that kind of stuff. So I joined the committee for fun. I want to get to know more girls, trying to get involved. And I loved it. And after that, I became a digital media specialist, got a bit more involved, got my toes a little bit more wet. I've worked under 2 amazing VP of marketing. They're both very ambitious and have very strong career goals in their life as well. So I'm very inspired by them. Now in my 3rd year, I'm the vice president of marketing, and now I'm able to see all the strategy and all the nitty-gritty things behind marketing. I originally joined as a business economics student at UCLA, but through ADPi, through my leadership positions within the marketing team, I fell in love with marketing and the creatives. And now I think, hopefully after graduation, that is where I want to be. Within my roles here, I've been able to, push myself as a creative, push myself as a strategist and as a leader as well. From working with my advisors for a few years, from working with my upperclassmen within leadership positions here, it's really inspiring to see how they balance leadership at ADPi and also their own careers and their own majors as well. I think there's a certain beauty in wanting to, expand, wanting to push ourselves. And I think that has been a really great opportunity for me. It reminded us that we are part of something that's much bigger than just our 4 years here, that we're truly connected with a whole network beyond just this house, beyond just chapter. It's been such a blessing to be able to say I'm a part of that history and a part of that legacy. It's been really amazing to meet so many people that are united by ADPi, but then also are so different in so many other ways. I feel like being here, I don't need to put up a front or try to explore things that isn't meant for me. I feel like every connection that I've made here, every choice, every action was something that came from within me and that felt genuine. I think I was in such a rush to get adjusted, in such a rush to feel comfortable and, find those lifelong friends, but that takes time. And now as a 3rd year, I appreciate the time that it took. I think this is the first year that I feel truly like myself. Confidence is something that you have to live through and experience. I have definitely found my why ADPi and why it's kept me to stay. Experiencing ADPi for me was getting in touch with leadership, getting in touch with my ADPi family, finding my full corner in the piece of the big UCLA world. We all have such different interests and different goals in life post-grad, but we're all united, and what we have in common is ADPi.